electromagnetic energy to strengthen your pelvic floor. One 28-minute session is equivalent to 12,000 Kegels, and 95% of patients report a better quality of life. Call Thrive Alternative Medicine, 850-655-7090, 850-655-7090 for the Emsella chair.
Looking to upgrade your truck? It's Blue Diamond Truck Accessories in Panama City. They sell, service, and install it all. Light kits, bed covers, bumpers, winches, lift kits, and any trailer hitch you can imagine. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, just west of Frankfurt Avenue on 15th Street. Find Blue Diamond Truck Accessories on Facebook or call 850-914-0265. Blue Diamond Truck Accessories, 850-914-0265.
KLA Builders is a general contractor based in Panama City Beach, specializing in home remodeling, renovations, and custom projects. KLA Builders offers services like kitchen and bathroom remodels, deck construction, and full home renovations. With a focus on craftsmanship and personalized service for residential projects, KLA Builders is turning client visions into reality. For a free estimate, call KLA Builders, 850-960-5115. That's 850-960-5115.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Lace up your running shoes for the 6th annual Jam on the Coast 5K. Presented by Visit Panama City Beach in partnership with Gulf Coast Jam. Join us May 30th for this family-friendly race at Frank Brown Park and running through Gales Trails. Every participant receives a premium race t-shirt and a finisher medal. And that's not all. Registered runners will receive an exclusive coupon for Gulf Coast Jam merch for one of the biggest events of the year. Don't wait. Register now at pcb5k.com.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
The locals love it.
Rise and shine, campers. It's a brand new day.
What a lovely morning. Good morning, starshine.
You seem happy this morning.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming in early.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local. Live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Hot tub!
Ah!
Hot tub! I'm full of water! I say hot tub! Hot! Stay bad! Hot! Stay hot there! Hot tub! Gonna get you hot tub! I'm gonna make it wet!
Rubber dub.
Stay hot tub! Rubber dub and hot tub! Rubber dub and me! Chugging hot tub!
Yeah!
Really made me sweat!
Yeah!
Chugging hot tub!
Yeah!
Really made me wet! Yeah! Well!
Welcome, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Man, our phones, James, you were out. Our phones were blowing up, baby. Guess what we're giving away today? All you listeners, you want to make sure you listen at 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, 8, 8:15, 8:30, 8:45. Today's giveaway, absolutely nothing. That's what we call a teaser, I guess. I don't know. But hey, seriously, James, yesterday it was wild, man. We gave away, I guess, I want to say 10, 12 tickets, whatever. And the people, Sheila listens to us all the time. And I didn't get to see her when she came up and got her tickets. So we appreciate her. I hope everybody had a great time. Hope everybody went down by Peppers. They seemed like they had a pretty good crowd. But today is Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We've had a good week. The weather was great last night at Gulf Coast Jam. I'll tell you a little bit about that. Man, I think Steve Moss is with us this morning, Jim Brandt, and the legend, Kyle T.K. Vandy. Good morning, man.
Good morning. What's up, Coach?
Good morning.
And James is back on the. Good morning, James.
Yeah,
That's a good-looking man back there.
He is. I like.
Too early, man.
What are you wearing today? Who are you wearing today?
I got a Padres jersey rocking on today, man. The
Little
old
Tony
school
Gwynn
brown,
action?
man. Love it. Love
Okay.
it. You know, the
All
Tony Gwynn jersey's good, but I love the full UPS brown ones.
Yeah, UPS Brown.
All right. let's give some love to Panama City Beach, the tourists. The amount of money being brought in this week is incredible. You go to a restaurant packed out with people from all over the Southeast, heck, all over the country. Gas, they're buying our gas. They're buying our clothes. They're buying everything you think of. They're out shopping. They're spending money. This thing has been a home run hit. So whoever started this, I don't know, Richards, I don't know really who got it going the first time, but they have done an incredible job, no doubt. Tell Mike I'm talking. They've done an incredible job with this Gulf Coast Jam, and again, the amount of money brought in is absolutely incredible. People had a wonderful time last night. Keith Urban was incredible. I'm not good with names. I don't know the names of the other ones, but there was a female on before him. She was 21 years old. She did a really good job. But one song I didn't like, the word in there, I wouldn't want my kids to hear. But anyway, everything else was really good. So we hope you go out and enjoy it this week, especially our winners. Go out and have a great time and visit our wonderful sponsors.
By the way, Gulf Coast Jam brings in an annual economic impact of around $30 million a year to Bay County, Panama City Beach.
I believe it. I just wish I had the money they made last night off the concessions. Just one day, one night. But Steve and I were talking about that off the air.
They said last year it cost $12 million to host.
$12 million to host. And
for an $18 million return?
That's a pretty good deal.
That's pretty good.
I mean, not for them, for the county.
For the county, yeah. Pretty cool. All right, let's take this phone call. The one and only, the Alabama Crimson Tide man himself, Mike. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Roll Pride.
Yeah, Roll Tide, baby. Do you watch UCLA?
Mike.
Do you watch that game?
I did not say Roll Tide.
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
No, I didn't.
Roll Pride.
Roll Pride. Okay. That's all right. It's okay.
Whatever it means.
Girls softball, Alabama won, Big Daddy. So Tennessee.
Yeah, I know. We're headed for a collision course, I believe.
I hope so.
Anyway, which is I do too. I mean, kind of like October 17th. Let me tell you what happened down up here in the Murray State, Austin P, UT Martin, Bermuda Triangle of life, the homecoming triangle, as I call it. Is the school where I used to coach has guess what date they've chosen for homecoming, Coach?
What date?
Just take the most negative date on the calendar in October.
October, the third Friday in
October. That would be Auburn, I think.
All right.
Which would be a bad date for Tennessee. Could be. And then the next one's Arkansas. No, they chose October 17th, Coach.
Is that Alabama?
Yes. Can you imagine
that?
Oh,
baby, thank you for that. Thank you for
I'll
that.
I'll have to forego my Hall of Fame induction, which isn't going to happen.
No, are they putting you in?
I haven't been nominated, but I'm thinking about self-nominating. Have you ever done that?
We're thinking about nominating.
You showed that.
I think Jim. I think you already did.
That's
you,
what
Jim?
Manley does.
Yeah.
So
hey, wait! Is that Coach Jim Bob?
Yeah. The brain's here. The brain is here.
Hey, all right. Where was Eddie Rickenbacker born?
Eddie Rick, probably Dayton, Ohio, maybe.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I don't know.
What about the Wright brothers?
I don't know.
Where they had their bicycle shop?
Hey, for the uninitiated like myself, who aren't familiar with the dates of all SEC teams for the last 500 years, like James Hale is, but can't tell you what his name.
I'm trying to talk Ohio stuff.
But no, I'm not. So is Alabama playing Tennessee for homecoming? Is that what you're saying?
For Tennessee's homecoming.
No. My college where I coach, my university, is having homecoming on October 17th.
Oh, that's nothing then.
Oh, come on.
That's stupid, isn't it?
Come on, man. I thought we had breaking news
plays
here.
Alabama for homecoming. We're going to kick their whatever. But I want to talk about the Columbus, the home of the UFL Aviators, which I know you were a history teacher, Jim Bob. I respect that because I was a history major, although I never taught. But I decided to go to law school and waste my education.
That's right.
All right. Where did Jimmy Doolittle trained for the Tokyo raid?
Pensacola, Florida.
Actually, he trained over at Eglin, I think.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, I mean it's good. I'm connecting things in Northwest Florida.
Yeah, those would be my top two guesses: Pensacola or Eglin, one of them two.
Well, he may have done both. I mean, here's the thing: they take off from Eglin, they go act like they're bombing Pensacola.
James said, when are we going to go back talk about Tennessee and Alabama football? That's what's going through his head right
Tennessee
now.
scares me. I'll be the first to admit it.
Well, they ought to. I don't know what's going on up at Tennessee. There's some dude doing a video in the shower with money and everything. He needs to get his butt kicked off. Eiffel's got here's the thing, y'all don't understand, which I do, and I'll leave it at that. It's like, it's all about the gang associations. Vice Lords and Bloods versus Crips, and then their allies, the Gangster Disciples. But people don't want to talk about it, man. Do you want to?
No, not really. I really don't know what you're talking about, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I do, by golly.
Start talking about the gangs in Montgomery, then he'll spring up.
Mike knows all about TikTok.
Most of those are
following
folk.
Yeah.
The gangs in Montgomery, they're south of a Gateway Golf Course, out there near Carver.
Yeah.
They're mostly followers of Larry the King Hoover. In other words, the Gangster Disciples.
Okay, thanks for the call. Got to go to commercial.
Okay, let's be negative. Hey, listen, let me say something positive at first, though. All right, I love the jam. Okay,
Gulf Coast, baby.
Gulf Coast jam, baby. Yeah. I'm just glad y'all didn't invite Morgan Walling, did you? He's from Knoxville.
I'm not sure.
I think it was last year.
No, he wasn't there.
Last year?
He's the most popular artist in the world, and all he does is mumble disjointed lines from Alan Jackson and Clint Black songs from about 35 years ago.
Wow.
Is that too cruel?
No.
Oh, thank God my wife's not listening. She'd be dog cussing.
She loves him, right?
Oh, yeah, big time.
You got a young wife then, don't you, Jim Bob?
Well,
a lot younger than him.
But
he's got hot relative. He's got one of those second generation I'll kick my coverage's wife.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
That's awesome. See, I'm an old poker player like your buddy that calls is bus driver, and I'm an old lawyer, so I know when people are lying to me, and I know when they're telling the truth. And Jim Bob tells the truth. I can't figure out Coach Hale yet, though.
No. You never
Anyway,
will.
go ball and everything.
All right, buddy.
And roll Pride.
Have a great weekend.
Auburn ain't bad. Go Troy.
Somebody call his Mike.
I'm a Troy troll.
Mike.
All right, bye. Have a good weekend.
Bye. That was fun. That
was there a point
Always
to that?
entertaining with Mike.
Is there ever any point that it is calls?
I think that's the point. There is not a point.
There is no point.
He's awesome. Anyway, all right, we got a lot to get in today. You got Jeff Spiegel come on 8 talking about SEC Media Day. Well, not media, SEC meetings over in Destin. That was over with. And again, it just shows you can't trust Northerners. We fell for the trap. Steve, what do you think about that? SEC fell. We were told, we were misled by the Big Ten. Go play 9 conference games. We're gonna add games to the. Our coaches thought it's a done deal. We're going to play 16 playoff games, so we give in. We bow down to the Big Ten. And what happens? Ben Ted said, we're kidding. We were kidding. We're going to go 24.
You would think with the SEC mothership, so to speak, that they have in regards to fans and ratings and money and clout and pull, that they would be calling the shots. Rarely do you see other conferences saying, SEC, we're going to do this whether you like it or not, because usually money talks, and the SEC carries more clout and more money than just about any conference out there, regardless of the sport.
Hey, you own us. Do what you want. Steve, you can do either you want.
I want to understand. I've heard this ad nauseum from you since 1990, how good the SEC is.
Yes,
I'm sick of it, okay?
Thank you.
Up to here.
Thank you.
Everybody in the SEC is better than any other conference.
In any sport.
In any sport ever.
Yes,
okay.
Thank you.
So if that is true, now these cannot both be true at the same time. So if that fact is true, that they're better in everything, in all ways, in all situations,
right?
Why would it be bad to expand and get more of them in? Oh, that's right. You have no answer now, do you? Because it doesn't make any sense. If you're so much better and you want more teams in, why is it a bad thing to have 24?
We're bigger. We're stronger. We're faster. We're better looking. We have academic schools unbelievable.
They're
we can't compare.
We're not talking about
and gosh darn it, people like them.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle. Steve,
so why is it a bad thing?
Steve, how's Coop doing?
Nice segue, Coach.
You're getting Coach's blood pressure.
I know. I'm just glad. I'm glad Jason's not here. I can handle one of them. We get both of them together. We can't do it.
Big Ten homers. They go nuts.
He just doesn't understand. He doesn't get it.
We need more teams in. Oh, you're allowing us to? Well, that's a bad thing. We don't want it now. Well, you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, Coach, can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
What is he talking about? Do y'all understand where he's coming from?
He's on
talking
a
about
rant.
that 9th game.
You're getting them riled up.
I'm 100% right. Is what I am.
Anyway, the Big Ten tripped it. I mean, they tricked us. And now seriously though, Steve, seriously, and Kyle, they really did believe that the coaches believe, okay, they were misled. We're going to go to 9 games. We'll do that if we get more teams in the playoffs. And now they saying the number is going to be 24. Well, I'm with you. What's wrong with? I think it's
more
stupid.
teams got to be from the SEC, or it's not fair.
That's true. That is true. I do that. But what I'm getting at,
that was sarcasm.
Do you really believe there's 24 teams out there can win a national championship?
No, of course not. There's about 4 or 5 every year.
Yeah.
No, of course not.
But I'd like to see SEC's breakaway, Big Ten breakaway. Let them.
I'd say there's 4 or 5, and then there's always that one. I don't know if you'd call it a Cinderella, but it's like, oh, man.
Well, we say that, but honest to God, did you ever think in your lifetime Indiana would be the powerhouse of college football?
No,
there's no way.
Not in a million years.
No way. And they are. Anyway, Kyle, let's start with you. Man, we got some great sponsors. Locals taking care of locals. Your family, legendary. Legendary. I saw your beautiful mom and dad the other day. They're wonderful people. They developed some mighty fine sons. Them boys have gone out and done great things.
1 out of 2 is not bad.
No, both of them. Both of them done incredible. Talk about what this boy right here has done, this legend in there.
Yeah, so TK Vandy, we've got a general contracting and a roofing company. We can help you guys out with any of your construction needs from design to completion. Give us a shout. We can help you out, 866-9908, 866-9908. And if you tell us that Coach Hale sent you, get 10% discount. So
yes, sir, baby.
Something's free today.
That's right.
James.
Yeah, there's our giveaway right there.
James.
All right, let's talk about a couple more wonderful people. I tell you what. James, I love it. If my boat breaks down that I don't own, if I come down here and I pull a big boat down here, I'm all excited, and all of a sudden it doesn't crank. It's not working.
You get it out on that water and it just floats.
Well, we ain't got in the water yet. Just say that. I got to call a marina.
Yeah.
Can I get an appointment? Can I come leave it? How much is it going to cost?
You're on vacation,
my whole
man.
vacation's screwed up. But what if I call? Is there somebody I can call to come to the condo and fix it here?
You know what I bet you could do? I bet you could call Florida Maine.
Who?
Florida Maine.
There you go. But I forgot about them.
Fix it for you.
Jermaine Allen's new business.
Yep.
They'll come to you and fix it at your house.
Yeah, and he's really professional when it comes to all that stuff. He can fix the flux capacitor or whatever engine parts there are on that. He can take it apart, put it back together, get you running like new, get you out in the bay.
Can't beat it, man.
Hanging out at Shell Island.
I love this idea. And another thing with him, he didn't have a huge marina, so he didn't have to charge you all this money.
No, very competitive. He doesn't have a large overhead like that. He's a mobile mechanic.
This is the new thing. It's coming. It's coming. Jermaine, hopefully get Jermaine on here this Tuesday, I hope. One more, baby. One more. Let's talk about it. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. Get out there before you head out to Gulf Coast Jam. Have a great meal. Go have great lunch today. The great special today.
Chris fish.
Yes, sir, baby. Grilled fish, peppers, onions, rice, special sauce over better rice. It's incredible. You'll absolutely love it. Ice cold beer. The legendary J. Michael's. We'll be right back. Steve Moss, Kyle Vanderbilt, Big Ten Jim. Big Ten Jim. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Take ESPN Northwest Florida with you everywhere you go.
Anytime, anyplace, anywhere.
The sports talk and live play-by-play doesn't have to end when you get out of the car. The ESPN Northwest Florida app streams your favorite sports talk hosts and the biggest games in ultra-high fidelity.
This is of utmost importance in travel.
Take the sports talk monster with you anywhere you go. Available for Android and iPhone.
Use it anywhere or any place. This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Friday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, some clouds and a high of 84 with a moderate breeze out of the southwest at 13 miles per hour. For tonight, a likelihood of thunderstorms and some clouds and a low near 76. Tomorrow, a variety of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a high around 85. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Full residential and commercial projects from start to finish. Wheelhouse is ready to help. From the moment you have the thought to build to the moment you step through the front door of your finished project, Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering will walk you through all of your aspirations. Engineering, site plans, live architectural design, construction, 3D rendering, permits, and more. Wheelhouse Consulting and Engineering, 850-896-6597, 850-896-6597, and online at wheelhousedba.com. In 2026, come on down to that boot store and pick out something that'll help make 2026 a year to remember. Choose from one of the largest selections of Western wear and accessories you'll find in the area and at an affordable price. For the hard worker, there's name brand Carhartt work clothes and all the right sizes with plenty to select from. That boot store, Tuesday through Thursday, 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 5:30. Next to Billberg Kia, 15th Street, Panama City. That boot store, where God is good all the time.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update, presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250-plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Braves take Game 3 and take the series. I'm Barrett Salee, and this is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Tidal Wave Auto Spa is the official car wash of the Atlanta Braves and your go-to car wash destination all season long. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com to find a location nearest you.
Braves bats come back with a vengeance in Game 3 as they top the Red Sox 10-2 in Boston. Of course, the big hit came from Ronald Acuna Jr. His third home run of the season made a massive difference. It was a grand slam over the Green Monster in the top of the sixth. That turned a 3-2 game into a 7-2 game and turned it into a laugher. Braves hit 3 home runs on the night. It was Acuna, Michael Harris II, and Ozzie Albies as the sticks came out for the Braves. 10 runs and 11 hits on the evening. On to Cincinnati tonight. Braves looking to build off of that win. Grant Holmes gets the ball. He's 3-2 as a 3.78 ERA. Chris Paddock going for the Reds. He's 0-6, has a 6.86 ERA. Ford leadoff show coming your way at 5:25. First pitch between the Braves and Reds, 6:40 from Great American Ballpark. You can hear all of it on the Braves Radio Network.
He doesn't try on clothes at the department stores. He just rips stuff off the hanger and lives with the consequences for years.
It's classy, it's intriguing.
He's sexy, sassy, and full of spunk.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels Studio. ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We were talking about the SEC fear of being 9-3 in the SEC and then not being able to make it to the playoffs. I know coaches brought that up. Steve, we were talking about in the break. I think baseball did a pretty good job in their selection committee. Basketball, you have so many teams in, and it's, and does it ruin the regular season in basketball? I really don't even watch basketball to the end of the year, so I don't know if it does or not. Football, we want every game to be important. If you water it down 24 games, I don't think it. You can lose 9-3 and get in. All right, but what I want to ask you this: what I really think is TV revenue sharing is what our SEC commissioners are worried about. What's Congress going to do? What are they going to do? Big Ten, SEC they're getting all this money. They own the networks and stuff like that. If we who knows what's going to happen going in the future. Let me ask you this. What about to make it fair for a strength of schedule? What can they do? What did baseball do to make it where they got it pretty? I think they got it pretty right.
Yeah, I'm more of a follow probably NCAA baseball more than I do football, honestly. And so baseball, they follow really closely the RPIs and strength of schedules. If you win your conference tournament, then you get an automatic bid. And so the way baseball does it, I think it's fair, more equal in regards to who makes up. I mean, because they have a tournament just like baseball and basketball. It's similar, you know what I mean, where there's 64 teams that get in. And so, but it's on strength of schedule and your RPI.
Do they look at let's look at 2 conferences. We can say all we want. We all know they got them all the money. They got all the athletes. Look at the NFL draft. They're all from 2 conferences mostly.
Sure.
Do they look at that like Ohio State's schedule? Would you look at, say, Georgia's schedule and who they're playing in the SEC compared to if you're in the Big 12 and you're, say you're Texas Tech and you're beating whoever. This is right, whoever. Smaller names, smaller schools. So their record's just as good at those schools, but who they're playing is not. How do you measure that? Is that involved in that thing?
Baseball is big in regards to strength of schedule. I mean, you see the two conferences that dominate college baseball are the SEC and the ACC. Of the 64 teams that will start playing today in the regionals, 12 are from the SEC, 9 are from the ACC. And so those two conferences dominate college baseball, and it's because, honestly, it's their strength of schedule. They have to play a lot of conference games, and most of the teams that they play in conference are ranked.
So the ranking does.
It's a big deal. That strength of schedule figures into the RPI, and it's a big deal of who gets selected to do postseason in NCAA baseball. The bigger conferences get more teams because they're the better conferences, the SEC and the ACC.
Okay.
In conference, just being honest, Big 10 only got 4 teams. Big 12 only got 6. Conference USA 3. The smaller conferences just don't have the talent that some of the bigger conferences do, so they don't get as many teams in.
Right. Let's take this call. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Love that voice. The man, the myth, the legend. What are you doing?
Well, I
You
want
still at Gulf Coast Jam?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I couldn't win tickets. I called yesterday and the day
Yeah,
before.
Coach. It's all your fault.
Yeah, come on, Hale.
Rigged. It's wrong.
Hey, those other people brought donuts in.
He can't be bought, people. He cannot
be bought. No.
I never know when you're going to be there anymore.
That's true.
Those are called facts.
You think
Send
it's,
them up to Nashville or Birmingham.
you think it's bad now? You just wait.
Well, I went to Alabama yesterday morning, and coming back, I saw where a big old bear had been run over up there just south of Youngstown.
Wow.
And he was a big one. He's probably 300 pounds.
Dang.
But everybody needs to watch out for them because it wrecked somebody's car.
Yeah.
There was pieces of car scattered all over the place.
Did you get out and skin it, or are you going to do anything with it?
No, I called the game commission to come over there, and they like to pick them up and do autopsies on them and see what kind of parasites and all they got. But anyway, no, the real reason I called, did you have to listen to the, I don't like to call his name, I don't want to give him no publicity, but he comes on after the afternoon stuff at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
And he had an analyst on there that was talking about your favorite team, and I started worrying about you.
Yeah.
I figured you might need to start some type of therapy. My daughter just graduated with her master's in child psychology, so if you need her, just let me know.
I might.
He said that he picked Alabama to have a 7-5 record next year.
Well, that's
a bold statement.
They've lost. That's not really a bold statement. The last 2 years they've lost 4 games. You're just talking about one more loss.
Yeah, but all they got to do is figure out the run, Coach.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, how hard
that's
is
just
it?
one more loss than what they've gotten in his first 2 years. So that would not shock me at all. And then again, it wouldn't shock me if they go 10-2.
Well, if
I just don't know what to expect.
If he goes 7-5, he won't be there. He won't be there Thanksgiving weekend.
I don't think so either. And I don't know how strong the athletic director will be either. To be honest with you.
Because they gave him.
Yeah.
Well, they said that he had said during the meetings over there that he wasn't interested in looking for a new coach. So y'all might be in the same boat that the Seminoles are in.
Yeah.
Just gonna ride with what you got.
Well, you know, Rob, seriously, we are kind of like what FSU is because Michigan and Penn State were rumored to be interested in him, and I think they really were. So they did exactly what you guys did. They told him way back then, we're going to take care of you, don't worry about it. They talked to Sexton, and now they did it. And it's like Saban said, we got to get behind it. We got to be positive about it and go forward, and hopefully
well, let me ask you this.
things happen.
If Alabama does well in baseball, and let's say they win the World Series, does that buy the AD any grace if DeBoer doesn't have a good year? Or is that kind of like a package?
This just me. I don't know. It's changed up there, but in the past, it's you can win national championship in baseball, softball, basketball. You better be good in football.
I can tell you at Florida, our athletic director, I believe, has been shown more grace and got a pass because of our basketball team. Because our football team has been awful for 3, 4, 5 years easily, but I think our AD is riding on the success the basketball team has had. And honestly, the baseball team and some of the other sports, track and field has done really well. But the big revenue sports, the basketball and football, and not necessarily even baseball, but those have done well. And I think it overshadows the struggles that football has. I think it bought them some time.
It buys you time, but limited amount.
Only so much.
Only so much,
Football's the big revenue sport. You better get it right eventually.
Hey, Rob.
I don't believe that Alabama, the faithful, the deep pockets and the faithful at Alabama and Bear Bryant's grandson, do y'all really think he would let them go and miss the playoffs? Even when the playoffs have expanded to this and not make the playoffs.
Look at Auburn. Look at Auburn. They fire you what? After 1 year and a half?
He wasn't a good old boy, though.
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
And neither's DeVore.
That's true.
Yeah. So, no, would I think Alabama would fire him next year? It wouldn't shock me a bit.
He's an outsider Yankee, if you want to know.
He's a Yankee.
They're taking over the world, man. Look at the problems we've had.
Is that a bad thing?
Out of all the problems we've had, where did it start?
It's not that it's a bad thing. It's just that it's not a good old boy thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
anyway.
No doubt.
All right, Rob.
I was surprised at that. Hey, you take care. I guess did you wear your galoshes last night to the jam?
Yeah, we had a good time, man. Keith Urban did a good job. He's awesome.
Yeah, but it's going to be wet out there.
I tell you what, there's a lot of people out there. That's probably the biggest crowd I've ever seen.
On a Thursday night, yeah.
Yeah. And Steve said tonight it's going to be crazy again tonight.
Coach Hale was out there with his kilt, and he was wondering where all the bagpipes were. Say, what's going on?
I thought it was a tailgate for a Bama football game. I didn't know. Hey, listen, we got to go, brother.
All right, man.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate you. Hey, we're talking about great restaurants. I love Pat Perno. City Commissioner Lynn Haven is incredible. Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Get out to have a great meal today. And you're already over in Lynn Haven. Go see David Adams, designer jewelry. Kyle has done this. They got a wish list on there. Your wife can go in and put her name down, put down 2 or 3 things she wants, and then she lets her husband know, hey, it's down there. Then you get down there, you go see Russ, Amber, and Patrick, and they'll show you, and they'll help you, and they'll deal with you. They are incredible. They got a big, huge estate sale going on this whole month. You need to go check it out. You'll love it.
Yeah,
we'll be right back.
The other day, they're great people.
104.3. We got FSU, then we got to get back on these picks. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Just in. Get the latest sports news, scores, and updates from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Follow us on Facebook for exclusive content, behind-the-scenes action, live streams, and the chance to interact with your favorite hosts.
Stay connected. Stay connected. Stay connected.
Join the conversation on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Search for ESPN Northwest Florida and crush the follow button.
I follow you on social media.
We're always here to keep you in the game.
KLA Builders is a general contractor based in Panama City Beach, specializing in home remodeling, renovations, and custom projects. KLA Builders offers services like kitchen and bathroom remodels, deck construction, and full home renovations. With a focus on craftsmanship and personalized service for residential projects, KLA Builders is turning client visions into reality. For a free estimate, call KLA Builders, 850-960-5115. That's 850-960-5115.
Hewitt Tire and Auto has been in business in Panama City forever. Locals taking care of locals. From the smallest to the largest vehicles, they do it all. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the experts.
Hewitt Tire and Auto, your certified AAA service center and hometown towing.
Visit them online at HewittTire.com.
On Airport Road in Panama City.
850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
No
one wants to deal with a plumbing, electrical, or HVAC emergency. It's even worse when you're not sure what it'll cost, when it'll get fixed, or if someone's just selling you something. When you call Hiller, you can trust our experts to actually solve your home's problems quickly. And with true transparency pricing, you know the price you're told is the price you'll actually pay. Book online now at happyhiller.com. Happy you'll be, or the service is free.
Call the Happy Face truck today.
He has a really low passenger rating on Uber. He punched a magician and started a petition to remove the penny from circulation.
I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show inside the J. Michaels studio.
Is he sane? I have no idea.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! FSU update. Right by Newbies. We got 4 great locations. John and Charlotte always give back to the community.
Love those guys.
Yeah, let's make sure we go out and support them. I'm telling you what, just as good as Gulf Coast Jam is the after party at Newbies. It's like all the people just go right down to Newbies, and they got everything set up, all kinds of specials going on down there. Great entertainment. So before and especially after Gulf Coast Jam tonight, head on down to Newbies, and they stay open late. You're going to have a great time. A lot of people are taking advantage of that, and so should you. Tell them Coach sent you. Jim, what do you got for us today on FSU?
Well, I'm going to jump around a little bit here, but we're going to start with the obvious one first. Florida State Regional does start today. They will be playing St. John's at 3 o'clock. And then after that, you got the Fighting Mulvies of Coastal Carolina will be taking on Northern Illinois Huskies. That's kind of a crazy combination, to be that far away and have to go to Tallahassee to play. I would think that Florida State and Coastal Carolina are going to have a matchup eventually, you would think. But I remember a couple weeks ago bragging about Florida State softball and how they were going to do well, and they lost to Stetson in the first game. So barring one of those fiascos, I think it's going to come down to Florida State and Coastal Carolina. That should be a really good matchup because both very, very good programs. All right, so there's that. Then I saw a post about the seating capacity of the 16 regional teams in the NCAA baseball tournament, because I was really surprised, okay, and it's not what you would expect. And if you ever been to Dick Howser Stadium, it's not real big, but it's not as bad as what I thought. What I found out. So Florida State, Dick Howser has 6,750 capacity. Okay, about 7,000, a little bit less. All right. Some of the bigger ones, Alabama's got 8,500, Nebraska 8,500, but the biggest was Mississippi State at 13,000. I was like, wow, I was surprised. But at the other end of the spectrum, UCLA, who's got the number 1 ranked team, their home stadium, their home facility venue, 1,820 people. It's like, how can you? What?
Yeah. They average 1,050
at UCLA.
What they average?
Are you kidding? So that just really surprised me. And most of them are all pretty close. Somewhere between 4,000 to 7,000 is.
Well, the Mississippi State one, when Brian told us last Friday when he was hosting, because that's where he went to school at. When he told us how big that stadium was, they rivaled some small Major League stadiums.
They had the most home field advantage, average attendance over 11,000.
It's like, man, you're not kidding. They do.
Starksville, baby.
Yeah. All right, so there's that. All right, then we got to talk about softball because it involves James Hale's favorite team, Alabama.
Whoa,
okay.
Tie.
Yesterday, Alabama pulled one out because when I turned on the TV, they were down 3-1. And then they tied it up in the home run, got 3-3, and then a girl from Alabama went yard, and they won the game 6-3. Alabama was very good. I mean, I busted chops all the time, but Alabama in softball is very good. Yeah. I mean, really good. I think it's going to come down to them or Texas Tech or somebody. But anyway, so today we got the losers playing from yesterday's softball. So Mississippi State's going to be playing Texas, and then UCLA is going to play Arkansas, and then the winner's bracket will kick in the next day. All right? Now, the last tidbit, I saw this morning when I got up about 5:30, whatever it was. I said, I got to talk about this. This is James Hale material here. There was a post that somebody put, who's the worst national championship coach of the ones that they listed? And I'm looking, I'm going, who is that? And here are the 5 that they listed. It was Gene Chizik, Les Miles,
Miami,
Ed Ogeron, Larry Coker, Jimbo Fisher. And I'm thinking, without looking at the numbers, I thought to myself, well, that's got to be Larry Coker. You know, he's kind of.
Or Chiswick.
Wait a minute. That's got to be Larry Coker, you know, because he didn't have a reputation of being that great of a coach. He had great talent, which is like what a lot of them do. So me being the numbers person that I am, I looked it up. All right, so here's the statistics for what their head coaching percentage was. Those 5 is the head coaches. Gene Chiswick is 38-38. He's 500. All right. Les Miles is right about 60%. He won 108 games, lost 73. Coach O, 67-47 for 58%. He did a little better than I thought he would. Larry Coker was 86-47 for 647. And Jimbo Fisher won 128 games, which I'm not surprised because he was a head coach a long time. His winning percentage was 772.
Wow.
So of those 5 that they listed,
Chiswick.
It's Gene Chiswick.
Yeah.
It's like, because he really only had that one great year
Right.
as a head coach.
Yeah.
You know, so that kind of surprised me because, like,
But
wow.
go back to be honest with you, he was the head coach at Iowa State or somewhere like that.
Yeah, he was 5. I should have wrote. He was 5-19 or something at Iowa State, and then made up the difference to get to 500 at Auburn. So at Auburn, his record was better, but still, you take that 1 year out of what's the quarterback?
Cam Newton.
You take Cam Newton year out, it's not so much, even at Auburn. So that kind of surprised me. But surprised me that, because a lot of people say, oh, Jimbo Fisher, he can't coach. He did this, he did that. Well, he's got a 77 winning percentage as a coach.
Yeah.
So he did something right.
If you're the head coach at FSU and Texas A&M, you should win.
Yeah, you should.
You're the head coach at Miami, you should win.
Right.
And who was the other ones?
Coach O and Les Miles.
LSU. Yeah, you should win.
This is the Florida State update, right?
Right.
Yes.
Okay, just want to share this with you that there is, talking about college baseball, it starts today, the regionals. There is a scenario where Florida State could play Alabama in Omaha.
Boy, that'd be cool.
Ooh.
Final 4, Final 8, I should say. But I have Florida State as one of my 8 teams in my bracket going to Omaha. Obviously, Florida State starts today, hosts their own regional. They're the number 10 national seed. I think they'll make it out of Tallahassee, but they will be matched up with whoever wins the Tuscaloosa regional in the super regional. So literally, you could have FSU and Alabama playing each other with a shot to go to Omaha.
And what determines where that super regional is being played?
The higher seed. So it will be
Alabama.
It would be Alabama.
Yeah.
It would be at Alabama. So if they both win, it's at Alabama.
You can see Alabama and FSU playing each other in a super regional with the winner going to Omaha.
But let's talk about the real game that I can see the fear in your eye right now. If Florida takes care of business and Southern Mississippi take care of business,
The winner of the Gainesville regional does play the winner of the Hattiesburg regional.
And where's that game being
It's going
played?
to be in Gainesville. Gainesville is the number 8 seed.
That's right.
Southern Miss is the number 9 seed.
You're right.
So if both of those teams win, they'll play each other in a super regional as well. But for Florida State, they're one of only 9. I say one of only. They're one of 9 ACC teams to make it. And so that could be a humongous local interest if Florida State and Alabama would play each other in baseball, with the winner going to Omaha, the loser, the season's over, and it would be in Tuscaloosa. They're the higher seed. So we'll see if Florida State can pull it out. There's a scenario where Florida and Florida State could both make it to Omaha. The final 8, 2 of the final 8 teams could be Florida and Florida State in Omaha, the way the brackets have made up. So imagine that matchup. If somehow Florida and Florida State could play each other in Omaha,
I know
would
you
that
know
be
this.
something?
They played 3 times, and the Gators beat them all 3, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yes, they
That's
did.
what I thought.
We went to the game. We went to actually I think every game except for the one in Tallahassee. And as a Gator fan, honestly, my son's playing for Florida. The electric fans at Tallahassee was there's something about Dick Howser Stadium. Again, we're Gator fans. My son plays for them. I'm a Florida alumni. The Florida State fans, God bless them, because Dick Howser Stadium was electric when Florida State band. They brought the band. Florida State brought the band out for the baseball game. I think some of the students were able to get in free. Florida did win the game, but the atmosphere in Tallahassee when Florida State, it was unlike any game I had seen this year. and I've been to a lot of games this year.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
It was amazing. Yeah. Again, Florida pulled it out, but the Florida State fans showed up. It was a great atmosphere in Tallahassee.
Let's go ahead. We got a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and start jumping into these regions. Let's start where the number one seed. Let's work all 16 and see who's going to win today. I think the SEC schools are going to do really well today.
Well, yeah, UCLA is the number one seed, and God bless UCLA. They were the preseason number one team. They've been number one team throughout the season. Rarely do you see a team start the season at number one and go all the way through, and UCLA has done that. They're the number one national seed. They're hosting their region.
Who's in it?
UCLA, St. Mary's, Virginia Tech, and Cal Poly. So you got to pick UCLA in that one. They're the number one seed. They've been rolling all year. So
everybody got UCLA.
Everybody got UCLA.
The second part of that bracket is the West Virginia bracket. Well, just to go back a little bit, this is baseball's version of March Madness, right? There's 64 teams total. There's 16 regional sites, and then there's 8 national seeds. So if you win your region, right, one of the 16 teams will win. Then 8 of those 16 teams, give or take, will host a super regional. You win your super regional, then the top 8 teams in the country go to Omaha for the College World Series. So right now we're just starting things today with 16 regional sites that will play a double elimination tournament to go on to hopefully host a super regional. So again, I see UCLA coming to that one. They will play the Morgantown one, which is hosted by West Virginia. West Virginia is the 16th seed of the regionals. They play Binghamton, Wake Forest, and Kentucky made it. Kentucky was one of the last teams to make the tournament. We saw them play today. This year, they played down in Gainesville, and not bad. Their bullpen struggles, honestly. But
who comes out?
That's a good question. Kentucky's not as bad as you think, and I know I'm an SEC homer. Wake Forest isn't bad either. That's a tough one. Kyle, what do you think? I mean, that's a tough one.
I'm going to say West Virginia takes the whole thing. I don't see that being a problem. Kentucky, Wake Forest.
Time out. We got to take a break. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. All right, some of our great people, Stevenson Air Conditioning. The heat is here, baby, and you know it. Call local. Go local. Stevenson Air Conditioning, number one. Not even close. Jason graduated from Mosley High School. Does an incredible job. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Just give them a call. They'll get there quickly. They'll solve all issues. I guarantee you that. Steve's Bike Shop. Steve Burdishaw's been the swim coach at Mosley forever. They've been in business since 1979. Electrical bikes are taking over the world. They got new and used electrical bikes there. The standard bikes, they got it all. Where are they at? Located right across the street from Sam's on 23rd Street. Steve's Bike Shop, number one. Not even close. I love Patrick Garner does an incredible job. Turf Pro Pest Control, your yard will look absolutely gorgeous. Look like a golf course. You got bugs in the house, you won't anymore. Call Turf Pro Pest Control and listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll get back. We'll finish up on some baseball. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
You know, it's funny, we actually eloped to the courthouse.
See? Oh, my God.
After the fact, all families met because nobody knew each other.
There you go. That's cool. That's awesome. Great.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Friday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, some clouds and a high of 84 with a moderate breeze out of the southwest at 13 miles per hour. For tonight, a likelihood of thunderstorms and some clouds and a low near 76. Tomorrow, a variety of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a high around 85. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay-down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
Get ready to discover new adventures this summer and hit the road in a new Kia from Bill Bird Kia. You'll find the perfect balance of comfort, safety, and technology. Now offering 0% APR for up to 48 months on the purchase of a new 2026 Kia Sorento or 2026 Kia Sportage during the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. Stop by today, take a test drive, and discover the new Kia at Bill Bird Kia. Bill Bird Kia is the home of the 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. Stop by and see us at 2435 East 15th Street or anytime online at BillBirdKia, PanamaCity.com. Movement that inspires.
Offer from Kia Finance America for well-qualified buyers on the purchase of a new 2026 Kia Sorento or Sportage with 2083 per 1,000 financed in 48 months. Cannot be combined with other offers. Quality is limited. See dealer for complete details. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. Must take delivery from dealer stock through 6/126.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels Studio.
Boss, I got good news and bad news. What's the bad news? Your hat's on fire.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Kyle, Steve, let's jump into baseball. Let's get back.
Let's do it.
All right, I don't know. I don't think I agree with you guys with the West Virginia. I'm going to be the SEC homer. I'm going to Kentucky.
They're not bad. Again, I saw them in person. I just don't know if they've got the pitching. And Wake Forest isn't bad, so that's a tough region. You got a mediocre ACC team in Wake Forest, which isn't bad, and a mediocre SEC team in Kentucky. But West Virginia's pretty good.
So you're going to go West Virginia?
I'm actually going to go.
Especially at home, too.
They are at home.
So
that's
you
a cool
both are
stadium,
going West
by the way.
Virginia. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Anwar Stewart with the Wildcats, by the way.
Let's get another one down. James, who you got? I said Kentucky, baby. I love the SEC.
Wake actually has a pretty good team if
They're
they
not
get the bats
bad.
going.
They're not bad. If you go over on the other side of the bracket in the Atlanta region, you got Georgia Tech. They're the number 2 national seed. In their region is UIC, another SEC team, Oklahoma, and the Citadel. Interesting side note, Georgia Tech, there's a young man that played over at South Walton, who's a young man named Charlie Wilcox, who's playing for Georgia Tech. So kind of a local connection.
Nice.
Pitched over at South Walton, but he's a freshman pitcher at
And
Georgia
they just
Tech.
won the ACC, right?
They did.
What seed's Georgia Tech?
Number 2 overall.
Okay.
You got to go with Georgia Tech. That's the Atlanta region. They are stacked.
No doubt.
It's. I talked to my son Cooper. He said, "Dad, I'd love to pitch to Georgia Tech." I said, "Well, why is that?" He goes, "Because they score 10 runs a game." If you're a pitcher, you're talking about some run support. There's no other team in the country like Georgia Tech in regards to scoring runs.
Yeah, they
I
might
mean,
win it
literally,
all. Yeah.
they very well could. Their offense is unlike anything in the entire country. Batting average, home runs, RBIs, they're at the top of the list on most of those metrics. Georgia Tech's going to be hard to beat because they just score so many runs.
Yeah, I'm no doubt.
They get matched up with the Lawrence Regional, which is Kansas, the 15th seed. You got Kansas and the Salukis, Northwestern Illinois, I believe, Arkansas, and Missouri State. In that one, I'm going with Arkansas. I've seen them in person. They're awfully good. I think in the SEC, you play much better competition than anybody Kansas has seen this year. That's a kind of, I guess you'd call it an upset. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kansas is a national seed at 15, but some folks think Arkansas should have been a regional host. They weren't. They got to travel to Lawrence, Kansas, but you got to, at least me, I would go with Arkansas in that.
I'm with you.
And then we go over to Hattiesburg.
Yes, sir.
Southern Miss.
What seed are they? 7th?
9th. They're the overall 9th seed.
Right.
It's the Harvard of the South, people.
That's right, baby. That's right.
They play Little Rock, Virginia, and Jack State. If you're a college baseball fan, they always tell you, if you want to play in big crowds, pick one of the Mississippi schools. Mississippi State, Ole Miss, or Southern Miss, because they pack it out.
Right.
And I've a couple years ago, we went to Hattiesburg and watched them play LSU. Unbelievable atmosphere. There in Hattiesburg. The place shut down for the baseball game, the whole town. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But Jack State, don't sleep on Jack State. They're actually pretty good. They took 2 or 3 from Auburn this year. They're not bad. They played Alabama really close. So I like Southern Miss out of that regional, but Jack State, believe it or not, is not bad.
Kyle, help him out. Southern Mississippi, easy.
All day long.
Walk through.
Like clockwork.
Yeah,
Twice a day.
Thank you.
Thank you. And so that region will line up with the Gainesville Regional. The Gators,
baby.
number 8 national seed. They play Ryder.
Chomp.
Troy. Troy was the last team to get in, by the way, and Miami. Now, Florida took 2. They swept Miami this year. They usually play 3 games. The last game was rained out. But so Florida did beat Miami twice earlier this year. Now, it was 2 months ago. But Miami's best player, a guy named Daniel Cuvée, is not playing. So you got to like Florida coming out of that regional. The regional,
I think they slide through pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean, Florida's got great pitching, better than probably any other teams in the regional. So you could see a Southern Miss Florida super regional.
You will see it, baby.
Where the winner,
watch out, Gators.
The winner will go on to Omaha.
Yes, sir.
So
the battle of the baseball brains.
It's really a battle of academics. It really is.
100%.
Yes.
What?
Florida's academics are pretty good now. They're not Southern Miss.
I mean, they're not. They're not Harvard of the South, Steve.
Right, but they're right there, though, Steve.
Calm down.
All right. So now Tallahassee Regional. You got Florida State, the number 10 national seed, playing St. John's, Coastal Carolina, and NIU. You know, I think I mentioned the Salukis in Lawrence. That's Northeastern. Sorry, NIU are the Salukis. Sorry about that. They're in the Tallahassee Regional. You got to like Florida State in that one. They're hosting.
I hope we slide through there pretty quickly.
I would think. Yeah. No, Coastal Carolina's not bad. They made it to Omaha several years now. They will play the winner of the Tuscaloosa Regional. Alabama's a 7 national seed. They play Oklahoma State, USC Upstate, and Alabama State. Quick side note, Alabama State, young man from Bozeman plays for Alabama State, Trey Power.
Wow. Nice. Let's go.
Yeah, so some local talent
Oklahoma State's not
local
too
love.
bad now.
Alabama State. So you got to like Alabama sliding through that one. So you then have a matchup, possibly of Florida State and Alabama playing each other
in
Tuscaloosa with a trip to Omaha on the line.
So if Alabama wins this will be the first time since 2006 they've made it to a super regional?
They haven't been to a super regional in a long time.
Yeah, probably. I think you're
really
right. We'll ask Jeffrey here in a minute.
They've had a really good season.
Yeah.
Quickly, we'll go to the Chapel Hill Regional. You got UNC, VCU, Tennessee, and East Carolina. That is a tough regional.
What number is this?
UNC is the number 5 national seed. Most folks say
Tennessee.
Most folks say that this regional is the hardest one. You got UNC, North Carolina, VCU, Virginia Commonwealth, Tennessee, and East Carolina. Tennessee and East Carolina are solid.
Yeah, I got Tennessee.
Solid. Tennessee's, I think they've got a little momentum, but that's the Chapel Hill Regional. I like Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I'm going Tar Heels.
He's going to go Tar Heels.
You heard it here.
ACC.
Right. Plant my flag, Coach.
Kyle went
North Carolina.
Tar Heels.
Right.
They'll play the winner of the College Station Regional. Of course, Texas A&M, number 12 national seed. They played the powerhouse of Lamar. Versus Southern Cal and Texas State.
Well, go back. Who's this one?
Texas A&M. The
College Station.
Okay. College Station.
And who's in that one?
Texas A&M, Lamar, USC, and Texas State. So you got to like
USC's pretty good.
Texas A&M. So we saw them this year when they played down in Gainesville. They were the most physical team I've seen all year. They all looked like linebackers. I don't know what they got going on in College Station, but physically when they walked off the bus and you saw them in the dugout, I'm like, good grief. Every one of them 6'4", 220.
Yeah.
Most physical team I've seen all year was Texas
Angus
A&M.
beef and Ranger training.
Everybody got A&M?
Yeah, I would think so. And then sticking in the state of Texas, the Austin Regional is going to be Texas. They're the number 6 overall seed, taking on Holy Cross, UC Santa Barbara, the Gauchos, and then Tarleton State. So you got to like Texas out of that one. They'll play the winner of the Eugene, Oregon. Oregon, number 11th national seed, playing Yale, Oregon State, and Washington State.
I'm going Oregon.
Most folks like Oregon in that one.
Agreed.
Again, and now our final 4, or the last 4, I should say, are regional. Lincoln, Nebraska got a national seed, regional, number? 13 seed. They play the Jackrabbits, South Dakota State. There you go. Okay. I didn't know if you were a Jackrabbit fan. In that regional is Ole Miss and Arizona State. I'm going Ole Miss. I know maybe I'm an SEC homer, but
Me too.
Ole Miss is not bad.
Nebraska or Ole Miss?
Oh, dude, Oxford old money, baby.
Yes, sir, baby.
I've seen Ole Miss in person.
Jim, you got Nebraska in the Big Ten?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen Ole Miss. They're not bad. They took 2 or 3 from Florida this year. Not bad. They will play the winner of the Auburn Regional. Auburn, a number 4 national seed. They
Watch
play
out for Auburn, guys.
Milwaukee, UCF, and NC State. I think Auburn. UCF's not bad, but you got to like Auburn. So
Auburn, they got some great aces.
So you could have an Auburn Ole Miss Super Regional.
All right, hurry up. Let's go.
Okay, and then finishing up, Starkville, Mississippi State will play Lipscomb, Cincinnati, and the Ragin' Cajuns.
What number are they?
14 is the seed for Mississippi State. You got to like State in that one, I would think.
State at home, yes.
And then finally, the Athens Regional. Georgia, the number 3 national seed, just won the SEC tournament last week. They play LIU, Boston College, and Liberty. You got to like Georgia.
Bulldogs.
You got to like Georgia.
They're good.
They are
really
rolling.
Good.
They really are rolling. And so those are your 16 regional games that all starts today. Double elimination, I should say. And then the winner of those 16 regionals will then go on and play in a super regional with a trip to Omaha on the line. Overall, 12 SEC teams. 9
Go
ACC
back. How many SEC teams you say?
12.
12.
So, 12.
For all you hearing impaired, 12. Okay.
So this is unique. There's 16 teams in the league. The only 3 teams to not make it out of the SEC, there were 4. South Carolina and Missouri, they had awful years. The biggest surprise in college baseball, probably throughout the country, LSU and Vandy did not make the postseason. LSU won the whole thing last year. LSU's the defending national champion.
Mississippi State did the same thing when they won. They did. So did Ole Miss.
They didn't make it. Neither did Vandy, which blows my mind. So the 4 teams that did not make it in the SEC: Missouri, South Carolina, Vandy, and LSU.
All right, let's talk about Pepper's Mexican Grill. If you got anything going on at Arnold High School, it's on Panama City Beach Parkway. Go check it out. We all know the one in town's incredible. Great food, great specials. Monday, Military Day, 10% discounts. Buy one, get one free. Margaritas, draft beer. Go check it out. Tell them Coach sent you. Great place to have birthday parties. Pepper's Mexican Grill. Be right back. Jeff Spiegel, Alabama, Auburn, baseball, SEC meeting, everything, man. Be right back. What? ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida. It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Hey, Drew. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Now, you excited about winning those Gulf Coast Jam tickets?
I am excited about it. I'm worried about my wife leaving me for Keith Urban. Got
a good lineup. It's not just him. I think every day they got some good people there.
Yeah, this is a great lineup.
Weekday mornings 7 to 9. ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Friday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, some clouds and a high of 84 with a moderate breeze out of the southwest at 13 miles per hour. For tonight, a likelihood of thunderstorms and some clouds and a low near 76. Tomorrow, a variety of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a high around 85. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
It's time to take your season to the next level when the Jaguars return to the bank in 2026. Become a season ticket member and unlock exclusive access to ticketed events, members-only experiences, NFL membership club perks, and more. Availability is limited due to in-bowl renovations, so don't wait. Call 904-633-2000 or visit jaguars.com/season tickets to secure your spot at the center of the action. We'll see you at the bank this fall.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
The locals love it. Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay-down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
Welcome to It's the Coach James Hale Show.
But I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Live from the J. Michael Studio at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
There you go, baby. Play it loud, play it proud. Roll Tide, roll. Alabama Updates brought to you by the legendary Stevenson Air Conditioning. We're talking about a local company that is expanded throughout the Panhandle of Florida. You know why? They do everything perfectly. They are incredible.
Get your capacitors checked, people. It's summertime.
You got to, and what if you got a company and you build homes, you build schools, you build commercial, residential, and you got to put an air conditioning unit in. There's no question who you're going to go with. Stevenson Air Conditioning. Most honest, hardworking people out there. They're there for you anytime, day or night. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. Don't make a mistake. You'll regret it. Go with Stevenson Air Conditioning. We never make a mistake when we have this young man on. This guy is a legend. If you ever see that beautiful face or hear that voice, it's usually on the SEC network or ESPN 30 for 30s. He's been covering college athletics since 1983. The legend out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Man's a stud.
He is. Now there's rumors that he's replacing Laura Rutledge. I don't know. Let's see if we can lay this to rest or what. The money he's been throwing money at him in so many different ways is incredible.
There's books that's been written about this man.
Well, women love him. Men
leather-bound books.
Leather-bound books that smell of mahogany.
Let's bring him on, Jeff Spiegel. Jeff, how you doing, sir?
I love the smell of mahogany. I really do. I really do. No, listen, that SEC network gig, my agent and them couldn't get together on a deal, so they gave it to Matt Berry. And so good luck with that.
That makes me mad. I was looking forward to seeing you. You look nice, especially when you wear those nice suits.
Oh, man. No, but it's... Look, I'm going to miss seeing Laura on that show. I think Laura has done only. Laura is beautiful, of course, but she's amazing on TV. I think she's one of the best, people, on ESPN, and so versatile. So they're going to expand her NFL work, I think, and so good luck to her in the future.
And didn't she start out in Birmingham?
I don't know. No, she did not. She's one of those that she was so doggone good. She skipped AA and AAA and went right up to the big leagues.
Yeah, well, look at her degree.
If she was in local TV, she wasn't in local TV very long. Let's put it that way, because she's a natural.
Where did she graduate from, Coach?
She went to probably the second toughest academic school in the South, Southern Mississippi.
Don't you say that, Coach.
The Florida Gators. She's a Gator.
She's a Florida.
But who did she marry? She married a Roll Tide baby.
Well, we all have
Josh Rutledge.
We have our weak
spots.
Yes, sir. She found she did. You married another Gator, right?
No, Florida State. We have the house divided.
Your wife went to Florida State.
I know.
I did not know that.
It's a smart woman.
Hey, Jeff, I want to ask you before we get into baseball, softball. The SEC media days, last year they went and they complained and, all these things. And they never really accomplished anything, I don't think. And this year, I don't know what they got accomplished. Maybe you know more about it than I don't. But I've been talking all week about them being misled, going to non-conference games. Thought they were told, the coaches, I listened to Stark, I listened to Kirby, that they were going to go to, kind of was misled, they were going to have a 16-game conference. And that didn't happen. It's probably going to wind up being 24. But let me ask you this. The cupcake games, the tradition, the Iron Bowl. When Coach Bryant was there and Coach Jordan, they had an open week. They had 2 weeks to get ready for that. That went away. Yeah. Now we started scheduling the Southern Mississippis of the world. And actually Southern's pretty good, maybe even teams weaker than that, to play before the Auburn game. And now we could see Alabama play Texas and then turn around and play Auburn, which I don't like that. And I always look at it through the coach's glasses. I know what happens when a head coach gets fired. It affects the entire athletic department. I don't know. Our SEC commissioner is brilliant. There's no doubt about that. I've questioned a lot of things he's done. But and I watch Kirby. I watch Kirby's body language when he's around the commissioner. I don't know. Kirby says what he thinks. But saying all that, what's your take of what happened in Destin? What was your thoughts on everything that's going on?
I just didn't. That sounded like the most significant thing that got done was removing the cupcakes, from the week before, the big rivalry games. And I was telling somebody this yesterday. Last year Alabama played Eastern Illinois, Auburn played Mercer, and the one thing I like about the cupcake games, playing those teams like that, is I mean, you know what the score is going to be going in, but when you go and you cover those games and you look at the people who go to the games, for those games there, you see people that you don't see all year long.
Yeah.
Because the tickets are just so doggone expensive.
Right.
But they're practically being given away, for those games.
Right.
So you see little kids going to their first Alabama game, their first Auburn game, and you remember what that's like and how much fun that was and how big your eyes were when you walked into the stadium for the first time. And you're just not going to get that, because these big games are just out of a lot of people's price range. So, I'm going to miss that aspect of it. But no surprise, because when you're going to a 9-game conference schedule, there's no room. There's really no room to put a cupcake, in many places on your schedule. So I knew that was going to be inevitable.
The other question I have for you today, I don't understand SEC Media Days, of all places, going to Tampa, Florida. You've got Atlanta. Birmingham's always been such a big event in Birmingham. People turn out for it. And then Nashville.
Home in Alabama?
Yeah. Well, I'm just talking about the SEC Media Days. And then you got Nashville they could have gone to. I get New Orleans. It's a great place to have a good time, but you might get, I know it's not the safest place to be. Why did the commissioner, is there a golf course down there that they all like or what? But why did they pick Tampa to have the SEC Media Days? That one kind of threw me off.
Well, they want to take it. They want to move it around the footprint. And it was in Hoover for a long time, and very convenient for us, of course, just right down the street. But, they want to move it around the footprint, take it to several different places, and that's the whole idea, behind that. It's certainly they don't want to do it to make it convenient, a central location for all the media. That's not a big concern of theirs anymore. Their big concern is taking it to markets and just creating excitement for the league. And so that's why they're going all around the footprint to take their coaches and their athletes there for all that pregame chatter.
Yeah, if you ever live down in South Florida, I think the commissioner would be surprised, like Tampa, Orlando, Fort Myers. I would say there's an equal amount of Big Ten fans than they are as SEC fans. I mean, everybody in the world moves to those places, so it's not really a southern. The further south you go in Florida, the more north you get.
100%.
If you ever I lived down there.
That's
true.
Point.
We both lived down there. That's true.
I'd rather see it. Hell, I'd rather see it in Gainesville than Tampa. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I was in Daytona Beach a couple of weeks ago, and I heard more northern accents than southern accents for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's the reason the North Florida is so much a better place to live. Anyway. Just kidding.
No, you're not.
I love it.
No. Anyway. I'm trying to think. It was somebody.
We were going to ask Jeff about Alabama first time. I was reading an article, Jeff, with the baseball. Alabama's, it's been 2006 since they've won or hosted a super regional. How are what's your feelings with Alabama this year right now? And what talk to me about that, because they hadn't been to the World Series since '99.
Yeah. I like what Rob Vaughn's doing with the program, and I love it when he talks in these terms. He says we want it to be where it's not a surprise to host a regional. No one's saying we're hosting a regional for the first time since blah 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 blah. They want it to be an every year thing. And you hear the similar sentiment from Butch Thompson, because there was a long dry spell, when Auburn was hosting a regional, and now they've like third time I think in the last 4 years I believe there. So you want an expectation of being able to compete every year for a national championship. Can they go back to the College World Series this year? I mean, I don't know. I mean, their pitching is great. They've got hitters up and down the lineup. Sometimes, you run into a situation where you have a bad day. Well, they just can't afford to have any bad days from this point forward because, you get to this point, everybody in the regionals are pretty good. Even Alabama State, the team that they're playing today, they're the SWAC champions, and some, Alabama fans might, look and say, well, this would be an easy win for us. Well, back in February, they played them, and they only beat them 2-1 in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
And now, Alabama State's throwing their top guy, who's 7-1, got a lot of confidence, and they're coming in there with nothing to lose. And the last thing you want to do in that situation is fall into the losers bracket immediately. So every game's huge, but I think Alabama's in pretty good shape going into regionals.
Let's talk about the real sport, what we're known for at Alabama. Softball. Softball. That softball coach, 28 years there, longer than Paul Bear Bryant. That guy's incredible. Look at that softball team, man. They're down. They come back and beat UCLA. I like this softball. Now, Texas Tech, they're good, too. How do you feel about this World Series?
Well, I mean, that's another situation where your first-round game is against UCLA, the leading home run hitting team in the nation. They had 200 home runs going into that game.
Wow.
And then, boom, Brisky gives up back-to-back homers, and they're down 3-1. But there are so many good hitters in this lineup. Papillo is just on a heater right now. She hit a 2-run homer. And then Brooke Wells, who went into the College World Series on a 3-for-18 slump, didn't really do much last weekend. Comes up with 2 on and just, drives it out of the park. So that was big. And that was a big win for them because everybody looked at that first game as, oh, wow, how in the world, did the number 1 overall seed, get a draw like UCLA? And the answer is just like, it really doesn't matter what seed you are. When you get to the Women's College World Series, you're pretty darn good.
Yeah.
So every game's a battle. So, that was a great win for them.
All right, we're going to have to take a break, come back and finish up with Jeff. We've got to talk about the Auburn baseball team, which I think you got to kind of watch out for them. I like that team. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. Get out, newbies, have a great time. After the party, a great place to go. But do you want to look better, look younger, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen. Go by and visit with him. Coach Brown was here yesterday. Bay High School football coach was here yesterday. They got so many. Jason went over there, taught their players, got them on the right stuff. They're knocking it out of the ballpark. Kyle, I think you interviewed him too.
Yes, sir.
They're knocking out the ballpark in the weight room. He was telling me the numbers of those guys. They got a strong team, man.
Yeah, they're making solid gains.
No doubt. And Jason Kovaleski do that for every single team in the county and surrounding areas. Max Fit Sports Nutrition. They're on Pier Park. They're on 23rd Street. Give him a call. He'll come out and visit your school.
157 peptides, baby.
I tell you what, he'll come visit your school. He'll help you out. The guy's incredible. He'll be back on the air Tuesday with us. Also, we got to talk about Dr. Ward. I saw him and his son. They were at Gulf Coast Jam. They got there early, but 1 in 5 available skin cancer, it can be deadly. Got any kind of problem, doesn't look right, feel right, go see Dr. Ward. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back to the legend, Jeff Spiegel, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
The Sports Blitz.
So can I go off the deep end and say 3-0? Okay, 3-0. We got it. And then you come back home in the swamp, and you're playing Ole Miss, coming off the LSU game. Let's say Ole Miss gets a little beat up. Could I even think that the Gators could be 4-0 after beating Ole Miss? Is it a possibility with a different coach at Ole Miss? I'm going off the deep end, Paul. I'm giving all the Gator fans hope.
The Sports Blitz.
Live and local, weekdays 4 to 6.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Friday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, some clouds and a high of 84 with a moderate breeze out of the southwest at 13 miles per hour. For tonight, a likelihood of thunderstorms and some clouds and a low near 76. Tomorrow, a variety of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a high around 85. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
KLA Builders is a general contractor based in Panama City Beach, specializing in home remodeling, renovations, and custom projects. KLA Builders offers services like kitchen and bathroom remodels, deck construction, and full home renovations. With a focus on craftsmanship and personalized service for residential projects, KLA Builders is turning client visions into reality. For a free estimate, call KLA Builders, 850-960-5115. That's 850-960-5115.
Ready to play? Welcome to DuPlay, your premier indoor destination for family fitness and total fun. DuPlay is designed for fun, movement, and skill building for all ages. Kids can explore our active playgrounds, while athletes and teams can utilize our turf fields, indoor soccer, batting cages, full basketball, and volleyball courts. With open play, training space, and structured activities, it's all inclusive at the new DuPlay in Panama City. Take a look now at DuPlayOnline.com. That's DuPlayOnline.com.
Now back to the most dangerous radio show in the Gulf Coast. Coach James Hale. He's so dangerous, he doesn't even check his eggs at the grocery store.
Danger's my middle name.
I'm bad to the bone, honey.
2 tickets to the gun show.
We're live from the J. Michaels studio on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Whoa! Eagle! Hey! Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. I saw Elizabeth. I didn't see Steve. I saw Elizabeth.
Steve was doing yard work.
She puts in the work, man. She puts in
what
work.
he's told.
Yeah.
He does.
Well, she's a sweetheart. You got to make her happy. There's no doubt about that.
El Patrona.
Tell you what, there's a lot of Auburn people go to Jeremy's church. No doubt about that. I've got Jeff Spiegel on the phone. Let's get him back with him. In the studio, got Steve Moss, Kyle Vandergrift, Jim Brandt, and Big James behind the board. Jeff, I like this Auburn baseball team. Now, they kind of gave the game away. I think it was to Arkansas the one I was watching. Oh, before we get into that, what about I talked to, I text Andy Spiegel, the voice of Auburn Tigers. They just put him in the Hall of Fame. I said, congratulations, you deserve it, and he texted me right back. I love that guy. Do you know him?
Yeah, Andy's a cool guy. He does a really good job, and just very, very happy for him. He's one of the best.
Yeah, he really, truly is. Wonderful man. And he's the hardest worker guy on radio. He does football, basketball, and baseball. And there's not many people in the SEC that do all three.
Oh, yeah, he's a marathon man, without a doubt. And I have a lot of respect for those play-by-play guys. First of all, because, I lose my voice like twice a year. And I'm not on the air every day pretty much like they are, and those guys, there's got to be, I don't know what they're doing or what they're taking to keep their voices strong every day, him and Chris Stewart, but I'd like to know what it is.
Well, I won't brag on you because we were up in Tuscaloosa and it was on a Friday, and they had that big special. I forgot what game. Maybe it was the LSU. I can't remember who they were playing.
It was
LSU Friday. I watched you do the whole thing on college football with all those guys there, Chris Stewart, all these different big-time people. Then you turn around and did another hour straight on high school football. And that's the reason they get such huge crowds in the state of Alabama, these games. The coverage you guys give them is incredible. And I was impressed. And you kept on going. You did seriously, you did an unbelievable job. I was really impressed with that.
Well, it's so much fun, and it's just when you love what you're doing, it's easy to. It doesn't really seem like work.
Yeah.
And that's so I've been so blessed to have that in my life for sure.
Yeah, you are blessed, no doubt about that. And you are a blessing. You are a blessing, especially to us. Talk about this Auburn baseball team. I like them. I think they can do. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be shocked if they won the whole thing. I wouldn't.
Especially with that quartet of sophomore pitchers they got.
Yeah, talk about this Auburn baseball team.
Well, they are. I mean, you mentioned the pitching. I mean, the pitching is so good. The thing that you're concerned with about Auburn is sometimes their hitters disappear. Sometimes the hitting disappears, and it doesn't matter, how great your pitching is. If you're not a consistent hitting ball club, this time of year, you can find yourself, sitting home when everyone else is going to Omaha. So that's what they have to avoid. They ran into that, in the Arkansas game. The Arkansas pitchers kind of kind of shut them down. So, the bats just have to stay consistent. They have to keep coming up with the big hits. And, for the most part, in the second half of the season, they've really done that. They've capitalized on opportunities, and they just they don't need to have a situation where, they struggle at the plate. And I think, they've got it all. I mean, in fact, I'm picking either them or Georgia to win the whole thing. Someone from the SEC is going to win it, and I think it's going to be one of those two teams.
Yeah, I think they to your point, they really caught fire towards the end. They won, 6 straight SEC series down the stretch before losing to Georgia.
That's hard to do, man.
And in the SEC, 6 straight SEC. I think the best player, not only on Auburn, but probably that regional, is Chris Rembert. He plays second base for Auburn, kind of a local guy, played at Pensacola Catholic.
Wow.
And so he's fun to watch, but probably the best hitter, not only for Auburn, but probably in that regional.
And Steve, I'm listening to Jeff. I think he's right. I think Georgia and Auburn are two teams you got to watch. We all know Georgia's really good, but I think Auburn's underrated. I like Auburn. I do.
I mean,
well, I think when you go through the gauntlet like that of SEC weekends and weekend in and weekend out, I mean, they were tough to beat. They were tough to handle. And Georgia, this is why I have even more respect for Georgia. Georgia came into Plainsman Park, which has become a really, really difficult place to play, and they won 2 out of 3 games there. Now Auburn unloaded on them, the last game of the series, but yeah, there's no doubt Georgia's great, but I love Auburn's chances.
Jeff, everybody talks about football, how big it is, but I'm telling you, being in Mississippi, play college football in that state, and then living in Alabama, growing up in Alabama, baseball is huge. Baseball is big. You look at Alabama and Mississippi, 2 of the smallest states in the country, and you look at the top 10 average attendance in baseball. Mississippi State's number 1, 11,780. Southern Mississippi, little Southern Mississippi, they average almost 5,300, 5,200 and something every single time they play a ball game. And then Auburn was number 5 in the country, or out of these 16 teams in the host region teams, almost 6,000. And then you got Alabama is up there at number 9, over 4,000 people that show up to every time you have a good game or not, if they show up for baseball. UCLA, they average 1,050. Of course, you couldn't pay me to live out there, but anyway. Baseball's big in those states.
Yeah, you're not a Southern California guy.
No, I'm sorry.
Mississippi guy.
Yeah.
Look, you go to these games, and this time of year the climate's good. It can get a little toasty, in May, but it's not like they're playing these games in July. And the climate's good, the atmosphere's good, but more importantly than that, the team on the field is good. Let's be honest. If Auburn and Alabama were 8-23, there wouldn't be that many people showing up, to go watch them play.
Right.
But they win. The softball team, Alabama wins, and everyone loves to go watch a winner, and that's why they put people in the stands.
Well, I looked at Auburn's home football, the couple of their games, the primetime games. They put the real teams on there. They're going to play Southern Mississippi either at 6:30 or 6:45. The Gator, Florida, rolls in there. I think that's going to be a huge game. Florida, Auburn, the winner of that's going to have a really good year. I think both are going to have a good year, but I think the winner of that game's got a really good shot at winning 8 or more games. I really do. I like what's going on at Florida. I like what's going on at Auburn. I didn't really keep up what he had to say, Golish, what he had to say in Destin. Did you hear what he had to say about everything that's going on?
Well, one thing that I was in that I caught my attention was that they asked him how would you define success in year one, and he didn't talk about wins and losses, which was a really smart thing to do. He said the one thing we want to do in year one is establish an identity, and the way you do that is you go out there and you compete and you protect home field. Auburn hasn't really done a great job of protecting home field. They did a terrible job of it, in the Hugh Freeze era, and they've got to win those home games. And I love the fact that they're not only playing these games, at home early on, but they're playing them at night. I mean, I love that because we all know that something crazy happens at Jordan-Hare Stadium when the lights come on.
Yeah.
It's a different place. It's a different place from between 11 a.m. From 11 a.m. to like 6 p.m. So, having said that, your Golden Eagles are in a heck of a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Because they're going to go in there in Jordan Stadium at night, and they're just going to get routed.
Yeah.
They're going to get embarrassed. So get ready for that.
Thank you, Jeff.
Brace yourself.
Thank you. You made me feel so much better today on a beautiful Friday.
I tell you, the big game will be, I believe, Florida traveling to Auburn. They haven't played there. Auburn hasn't hosted Florida in 15 years. 2011 was the last time Auburn hosted Florida. And it's relatively early in the season. So Auburn, Florida at night at Jordan-Hare, that's going to be a big game.
I don't know how old you are, but remember back in, hopefully you're old enough to remember this. That was Amen Corner for Auburn. Remember that Auburn had Florida, Georgia, and Alabama all together every year. That was brutal. And Coach Dye, he handled it pretty well. He's probably the only coach in the country ever handled it like he did. Because Auburn was very competitive. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah. It was a big – and Auburn was always on Florida's schedule every year, and then they obviously reshuffled some things, and that turned out to be not one of Florida's annual opponents like it used to be. But if you go back through the years, there were some amazing – Auburn-Florida games. It would always come down to a field goal or the last drive, and so I'm glad that they're back on the schedule. But Florida playing at Auburn relatively early in the season, I don't say it's a make or break for those two new coaches, but it could go a long way for the fan base for both of those schools.
Yeah, and he is the second youngest head coach in the SEC. I didn't know that. I think the guy at Kentucky is 36. He's like 41.
Well, I'll tell you another dynamic, too, to watch here in this game is that he's got a lot of kids who came with him from South Florida. 13 kids who transferred from South Florida.
Yeah.
Now, 11 on offense, including the quarterback. And when you played football at South Florida, do you think those high and mighty Florida Gators looked down on tiny little South Florida?
Who won that game last year?
So, Oh, yeah. So those guys are coming in with a chip on their shoulder. So they'll be incredibly fired up about that game. They'll be the most fired up people in the stands. All those South Florida kids who have played second fiddle to Florida their entire career until now. Now they feel like, okay, we're gonna get you guys now. So I'm incredibly looking forward to that.
Jeff, we love you, brother. Thank you so much. I know y'all kind of short-handed up there. They reached out. We just couldn't come together on the figures, so I'm sorry. I was going to do it, but tell your top people at ABC maybe next time.
Well, you wanted the limo to take you back and forth to work, and Coach, we just can't do that.
As he should.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you. They do it here. I mean, they can do it here. You can do it there. I'm sorry. Anyway.
I know. I feel bad.
It's just money, Jeff.
When you get down here this summer, give me a call. We'll take you out
all
to
the peach
eat.
cobbler and Dr. Pepper you can handle.
Moon pie.
I'm seeing a moon pie.
We'll get you a moon pie. All right, buddy.
Awesome.
Hey, thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much, buddy.
Right.
Bye. Have a great day.
Bye.
All right, we'll be right back. I've got time to do anything.
Jeff.
You got like 10 seconds.
All right, 10. Oh, yeah. Get out to Beef Brady's Lynn Haven, man. I love Pat Perno. He is, you know what? He took advantage. He goes sees Jason Kovaleski. He looks like a model. That guy's handsome, buddy. He's the city commissioner of Lynn Haven, but his restaurant's incredible.
Wings.
Beef Brady's Lynn Haven. Go check it out. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
You've read the headlines. You've seen the highlights.
Highway robbery!
But how about the unfiltered truth?
Steroid era, you can like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It's a baseball.
Since 2017, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has been the undisputed leader for sports coverage on the Panhandle. If it matters in sports, it matters to us, and it matters to you. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards, and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory, or visit online, InstantReplaySportsCards.com.
Signworks, a business serving businesses since 1985. Everything from signs and banners, vehicles and boats, magnetic and real estate signs, contractor signs, and much more. Signworks can do large format, full color printing too. Signworks, a real professional in the business world. Call Signworks at 785-8899. Signworks, 850-785-8899.
Now, it's the Coach James Hale Show.
Go nuts.
Live from the J. Michael Studio on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We're talking about Pat Bruno City Community Lynn Haven. That restaurant, Beef Over Braised Lynn Haven. I swear, you go in there, it's like your family. They always got a smile on their face. They treat you great. You're already over there in Lynn Haven. Go by and see Russ, Amber, and Patrick. David Adams, designer jewelry. They got an estate sale going on. It's incredible. Kyle, you go there quite a bit. Glenn Manley, Tommy Santamont, always. We buy a lot of stuff from them. They do great. And the way they treat your customers, they're wonderful people. They're wonderful people.
Yeah, if I'm going to put my money somewhere, I'm going to put it to a place that, is going to take care of me, is going to help me out, make my life a lot easier, especially with that wish list. It simplifies it for me. I'm kind of a busy guy. And I don't want to pick something out that they might not like. It's easy. They go in there. Yeah. They can pick out things that they like. They put them on a wish list. That way when I come by, I'm like, hey, it's an anniversary. What did you come by? Boom, right here.
And if you got gold or silver you want to get rid of, they'll buy it. Go down. Like you hit it out of the way. They're so helpful. They're wonderful people. If you're going to buy any kind of jewelry, you make sure you go see David Adamson, designer jewelry, Russ, Amber, and Patrick. Wonderful people. Thank you for that. They're incredible. All right, let's. You interview all these local coaches on your podcast, and you do. And by the way, you do a wonderful job. I was really pleased to see the county player of the year, the county coach Brian Norman was coach of the year. I love that.
Yeah, that was great.
And we got, Hudson. We look at the baseball coach we have in this county. They're outstanding.
The Panhandle is great for the state, especially with the coaches across the board. The talent here is phenomenal.
the player of the year, and then also let's talk about Nick's boy over there at South Walton. He got the state player of the year.
Yeah, so we'll start off with Ryan Harless. He's a junior out of Mosley. Coach Todd Harless, I don't know if you remember.
I remember Coach. Yeah, did a great job.
Yeah, Mosley and all that good stuff. But
he's a principal. Isn't he a principal
at Southport Elementary right now?
Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah.
So anyway, he had 121 strikeouts. 50. He was ranked 50 nationally, 8th in Florida. He had a .41 ERA, 76 nationally, 10th in the state. And I mean, just a great. And he's a junior.
Wow.
And
how big is he now?
He's 6'2", 185.
Is he big enough? I guess.
I think he's got a little bit more growing too, probably.
If he could, I tell you what helps. Not only is he a pitcher, he's a left-handed pitcher.
Yes.
And until my son got to Florida, I didn't realize how valued left-handed pitching is, especially at that level, at the D1 level especially. So Ryan is a great competitor more than anything. But he's a left-handed pitcher, and there is a lot of value on left-handed pitching, dudes that can throw strikes.
Now, is he the type you would think will go take a scholarship instead of trying to go
Well,
pro?
he's committed to Louisville right now. committed to Louisville. But again, as Kyle said, he's still got his senior year. So if he has another back-to-back year, again, not only do colleges covet left-handed pitching, so do the pros. And so that makes you unique. If you have another back-to-back year like that, then you start making a decision. Do I go the college route, or are they going to offer me enough money to do the pro route?
Yeah.
But if you're a solid left-handed pitcher, and honestly, you don't even have to throw it that hard. If you're low 90s and you can throw strikes from the left side, boy, you'll have a lot of folks calling you.
Okay.
And this kid, he's he got good home training. He got manners. His dad.
Great family.
He looks you in the eye, shakes your hand. He's yes sir, no sir. He's good people.
Now let's look at the state player of the year from South Walton.
That's Coleman Borthwick.
That's it.
Did I say that right?
Nick Borthwick's boy.
Yeah, I think he's committed to Auburn currently right now. But
he's a hoss. Tell him how big he is. Does it list it?
6. No, it doesn't. Where's he at?
He got to be 6'5".
I think he's all of that.
6'6".
6'6", 195.
No,
he's bigger than that.
He might be 250.
I think, yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, he's big.
Yeah, it doesn't have it in the set.
He's a hoss.
Let's just say 6'6", 235 for argument's sake. That's a big boy.
That's a big boy. Big. That's tight end.
Yeah.
That's a tight end.
And he can throw that ball. Is he a lefty?
No, he's a righty.
Okay.
Mid to upper righties. And honestly, he can swing it and play a great third base for as big as he is. I think at the next level, whether it's at the collegiate route, he's committed to Auburn, or at the pro route, he'll be a pitcher. When you throw mid to upper 90s and you have multiple
we were
pitches,
way off. He's 6'6", 250.
I said 250. I thought he's a hoss.
And he's a senior.
That's like
right?
Janarius Robinson on the
mound.
mound.
He's a big dude.
He's a senior.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is.
I don't know anything. I am his agent. No, I'm not. But I don't know. I got a feeling he's going to go pro.
Chances are he'll never yell War Eagle unless it's a fan. He won't go to Auburn. Some folks say late first round, early second round. That's enough money where I think you go the pro route.
Yeah.
Again,
you can always get an education. You can't always play in the pros.
Yeah.
This is true. He's got a teammate over there named Denton Lord who's committed to Mississippi State. He's 6'8". He is a hoss, and I have a feeling he'll go the pro route as well. And that's part of the reason South Walton won the state title this year. That 1-2 punch of Borthwick and Lord on the mound. You got two guys that are 6'6" and 6'8", right, that are throwing mid-90s. Good luck.
Yeah. It reminded me of Eli and Coop at Arnold.
Good 1-2 punch, especially the high school levels. If you have two solid pitchers, you can go a long way.
Yeah.
You really can. You don't have to score necessarily that many runs.
Speaking of Arnold, are they going to be all right next year? They lost some players, and we knew it was going to drop down some because of what they had lost. What about going forward?
They did this year. I think Arnold relied real heavily on Cooper and Eli, two Division I guys that not only pitch but also hit. And when you miss that from a pitching standpoint, you'd think you would take a step back. And so they made the playoffs this year. Arnold did.
Yeah. Coach does a good job.
They were out the first round versus last year we made it to the Final Four. But we really rode Cooper and Eli's arm all the way to the Final Four. Pitching was our deal.
Now, we know South Walt's not going away. Coach got that thing rolling over there.
Oh, yeah. He said they're going to be back.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about – let's focus on Mosley, Bay, and Bay County real quick. I think as long as Doug Lee's coaching, they're going to be good.
Well, I think they only lost 3 seniors. The whole team is
sophomore Are they going to be the power next year?
I think in Bay County they will be. Now I say that every year, and then Bozeman comes up and
Bozeman
just
definitely
wins.
On the up and up.
And just wins.
Well, look at Hudson. What he's been. He's got that thing going over there. They won the district.
Bay's won back-to-back district titles.
Yeah.
Coach Hudson will not be the coach there next year. He's been non-renewed at Bay High.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
So
what I will tell you about Bay High is that they're in an okay spot, but they're not in the spot that Bozeman, in my opinion, that Bozeman is. Bozeman is the team to look for over these next 6 years.
Ryan Norman.
I mean, and Coach Lee's doing a great job there at Mosley. I think his what was it? Three senior. I think he only had 3 seniors. Was one of them his son that graduated?
Which one?
Doug Lee.
Brady,
yeah. Right? So he graduated.
Yeah, they'll be. I think now they play in a tough district.
Yeah.
Mosley does. but I think they'll be just fine.
Coffin does a good job at Rutherford, and they just got to get the numbers back and keep that going. Is he back?
As far as I know, yes.
But Hudson's out?
Yeah, so each principal each year has the opportunity to ask employees back or not back. It's called non-renewed, and so the principal has the latitude to non-renew whoever they want to. And the high school ranks, those folks there are teachers first, right? And then they get a supplement to be the baseball coach or the basketball coach or whatever it might be. And so oftentimes the principals will non-renew an instructional position, right? And so therefore not only do you not come back as a teacher, but unfortunately you don't come back as coach
Is
either.
the football coach the only position that's not like that is specifically hired?
Football's the only coach. They're on the administrator pay scale, so they're 12 months.
Okay.
Every other sport, the coach is paid a supplement. To do that. But again, the football coach is a 12-month admin position.
Mm-hmm.
All the others are 10 month.
Instructional.
Wow. I did not know about Coach Hudson.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he was not renewed.
Named anybody new? I mean, obviously, they hadn't named a new coach.
No, and
too early.
And summer baseball, is right around the corner. So you would think they'd like to get somebody in there sooner. And again, Bay High, I believe, back-to-back district champs.
Yeah.
So they've had some success there. I think they got a lot of positive momentum. It's a better job than it had been in regards to if you're a coach looking for a good landing spot.
Mm-hmm.
They've got a lot of positive momentum at Bay High.
Did you you didn't know about this?
No, just broke right here on your show, Coach.
Yeah. Wow. So, anyways, but
it's the last day of school, I guess, a couple days ago.
Yesterday was a half
this
day.
Just happened.
Yesterday was a half day.
How did all the graduations go? Everything was good?
It went so there's as a school board member, I go to 11 graduations. 11. Wow. And so it's a long couple of weeks. They all went really well. Most of them are outdoors because we just have so many people that show up. And when you're outdoors, you roll the dice in regards to weather. Right. There's no plan B. All of them went well until we got to Friday night. And Bozeman had their graduation at Tommy Oliver, and it started pouring down rain. Well, that's not that big of a deal. It's uncomfortable, but then it started lightning. And we had to clear the stadium. And with the lightning alerts, every time there's a new bolt of lightning, you have to wait. You have to wait 30 minutes, and every time there's a new bolt, it resets. Finally, it was around 9 o'clock, and we said, "Folks, we're going to have to reschedule."
Yeah. Wow.
And so we got on the PA and told everyone to go home. We had it Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And kudos to the class of 26 from Bozeman. Most of all the graduates came back the next day and graduated at 9 a.m. Saturday morning. So we thought a lot of them were like, "Oh my goodness, there's going to be like 4 kids show up for graduation Saturday morning." Kudos to them. Almost everybody.
The family show up also?
Everybody showed up a Saturday morning because, again, just the lightning Friday night was too bad. But other than that, all of them went really, really well.
All right, let's talk about some of our great, outstanding sponsors. Love all these people, man. Wonderful, great. Can't say enough. Steve Bertishaw, swim coach at Mosley High School. I don't know how many years he's been swim coach over there, but he does a great job.
79?
1979, been in business. He'd been coaching the swim team.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, his business is.
That seems like it.
But you've been coaching 79 years. God bless him.
All right, Steve's Bike Shop on 23rd Street. Go check it out. Those electrical bikes are taking over the world. He's got a big, large selection. And we got the legend right here. Kyle, not only do you put roofs on, you can design, build commercial, residential, house, schoolhouses, government buildings, anything. What's the best way to get up with you?
Yeah, give us a shout at 866-9908 or visit us at tkvandy.com. We do residential, commercial. We have contracts with Tyndall Air Force Base, school board, post offices. We also do commercial. We kind of do the whole thing. So give us a shout. We can help you out.
Turpo Pest Control, they can help you out. They can make that yard look like a golf course. They do a great job. Got bugs in the house, bugs eating the yard up. You won't anymore. Call Patrick. Turpo Pest Control, #1. Locals taking care of locals. His daughter's a swim coach. You know where she's a swim. No, she's a cheerleader at Mosley High School. Beautiful lady. Beautiful young woman. But they do a great job. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
Only 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida could bring sports fans like you an app this powerful. The sports content you crave is always on. Live stream us everywhere you go. Now with upgraded programming and live game schedules, you'll always know when the Atlanta Braves and your favorite games are playing. Plus, interact with our local hosts in real time and so much more. The new app for the sports fanatic is available at the Apple Store and Google Play. From 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with ESPN Northwest Florida. Here is your weather forecast on this Friday morning. As we head into this afternoon and evening, some clouds and a high of 84 with a moderate breeze out of the southwest at 13 miles per hour. For tonight, a likelihood of thunderstorms and some clouds and a low near 76. Tomorrow, a variety of some sun and a likelihood of thunderstorms and a high around 85. This weather forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Lace up your running shoes for the 6th annual Jam on the Coast 5K. Presented by Visit Panama City Beach in partnership with Gulf Coast Jam. Join us May 30th for this family-friendly race at Frank Brown Park and running through Gales Trails. Every participant receives a premium race t-shirt and a finisher medal. And that's not all. Registered runners will receive an exclusive coupon for Gulf Coast Jam merch for one of the biggest events of the year. Don't wait. Register now at pcb5k.com.
Hi everyone, this is Tracy with Tracy's Fine Jewelry and Gifts in beautiful downtown Panama City. After nearly 40 years in the jewelry business, I'm so excited to welcome you to my very own store. Whether you're celebrating love, family, or life special moments, we're here to help you find something truly beautiful. From diamonds and fine jewelry to unique gifts and custom design, we invite you to come experience the difference. Tracy's Fine Jewelry and Gifts, putting a sparkle on Bay County.
When he played football, helmets had not been invented yet. Players played both sides, and quarterbacks weren't afraid of needles. It's the Coach James Hale Show, live from the J. Michael Studio. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Get out to Gulf Coast Jam. Have a great time. Go by and visit all of our wonderful locations. Have a great meal at the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. You're over in town. Beef O'Brady's, Lynn Haven. You love Mexican food. We all do. Pepper's Mexican Grill. They got one on 77. We all know about that one. And finally got one on beautiful
great
Panama
chips and
City
salsa
Beach. Oh, my God. Everything's outstanding. And don't forget Military Day every Monday, 10% off. Buy a house margarita. Get the next one free. Same thing with draft beer. Pepper's Mexican Grill. Kyle, again, I wanted to ask you this, and I meant to earlier. You know, I've had people tell me they get these letters from these insurance companies. It's kind of like intimidating. We're dropping you. Your roof is X many years old. We're done with you. They are not really done with you. If you get one of these letters, you call Kyle Vandegrift. Can you not walk them through the process?
Yeah, absolutely. The insurance companies are the worst. They're like the mafia or something, and then it stinks because, the laws are in place to where you have to have it. You have to have insurance if there's mortgage on the property. So if you get a letter, typically they come about anywhere between 17, 18, 19 years, depending on how old the building is as well as your roof. They're going to say, hey, either you need upgrade your windows or you need to upgrade your roof system. What we can do is we can evaluate that for you, and we can prolong the lifespan of your roof, right? We can do an inspection. If it meets all the criteria, we can help you out with that. If not, we can walk you through the process and work with you to get that thing replaced up to code. And then it'll also bring your insurance premium down. So there's a savings. It's not an immediate savings, but over the course of 7 to 10 years.
So don't panic. Don't freak out. Call Kyle Vandegrift. And what's the name of this business?
TK Vandy. Give us a shout. We're a general contractor and roofing contractor. Give us a shout at 866-9908.
James, it's new business now. What's this deal? Jermaine, he'll come to you. You don't have to bring your boat to the dealership and spend millions of dollars and have your days tied up.
Nope.
What will he do?
You got to call Florida Main.
He
comes to you. You don't go to him. How many businesses do that for you?
Wow,
how many businesses do that for you? Most of the time, you got to go to them. He comes to you. He fixes the boat. You get out. You have fun.
There you go, baby. I like that. That's a great. I think that's outstanding. We're gonna get Jermaine in here probably. Hopefully next Tuesday we'll get in here and talk about this new business they got going on here in the Panhandle of Florida. All right, everything's happening. With the thing I hate the most, and you got a son involved in this, playing college at the highest level in the SEC. I don't mind making money. I say this all the time. NIL, they should have been paid. If they'd have done it the right way, we'd never be in the mess we're in right now. But the transfer deal. Now what we have done, the high school athletes are getting screwed more than anybody else. It's hard to get a scholarship now more than any other time in the history of athletics. High school coaches all across the board got all this stress on them, pressure, not only to win, but you better get these kids scholarships. You look at the powerhouse program, South Walton. Look at all these players getting drafted, all these players going to these different schools, so everybody wants to go play there. I hate that you will never get that college degree once you sign with the university because you're going to transfer in and out. You got college coaches connecting with other college teams. So the days of getting a kid in your program and keeping him 3 or 4 years or 5 years like it used to be a red shirt and developing that player.
Oh, them done. Don't matter what sport.
You can't develop them anymore. Why? And can you blame the coach? We got these young guys. They're pretty dang good.
Arch Manning will probably be the last one.
But there's a guy over here that's 20-something years old that's doing it now. He's not happy. We'll just go pay him more money to get him from this team to our team. And we're seeing it. You look at the situation at Ole Miss, Clemson, that linebacker. It's just wrong. It's crazy. But we're getting ready to have – when's baseball open up? When they transfer?
Monday. So the portal, transfer portal for college baseball opens Monday, June 1st. It'll run the entire month of June. There'll be thousands of players in the portal. But gone is the model, you're right, Coach, where you bring in a 19-year-old stud high school pitcher, position player, whatever it might be, and develop him over the year so that when he's a junior or senior, boy, he's an All-American. You know, he's been in our program. He's gotten the – because coaches need to win, and they need to win now. And the model of bringing in that young player and developing them, not only in baseball, but every sport is gone. When I can go into the portal as a coach and get 3 or 4 guys every year that have already played 3 or 4 years, they're 23, 24 years old, they have the experience I need, I can plug them in right now to play. Now, I'm going to have to pay them. I'm going to have to give them NIL money, a couple $100,000, whatever it might be, but I can plug them in now. They've already played 3 years versus that unproven 19-year-old. He might have been a stud in high school, but I don't know what he's going to do at Division I. Why in the world would I spend time and effort on him and developing him when, again, I've got my transfer guys I can play right now? And it's not just baseball. It's throughout. So now I'm convinced it's harder now for a true freshman to get quality playing time at any Power 4.
I'd say even sophomore.
What I would suggest those freshmen do, honestly, is find a really competitive mid-major or maybe even the junior college route.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, JUCO.
And you know what you'll get? You'll get innings. You will get at-bats. You will get playing time. And then if you do well, then 3 years, 2 years in, then you can make the jump to a Power 4. But what you will get is playing time. You'll get at-bats, you'll get innings in that mid-major, in that JUCO. Now, listen, is that as sexy as going to a Florida State, a Power 4? No. Their resources aren't going to be the same at a JUCO or a mid-major than a Power 4, but you'll go where you can play, period. But the portal for baseball will open up on Monday, and you'll see thousands of players switching teams.
And the season's not even over.
It's not even over. For some teams it is, but for a lot of those, the 64 teams we talked about earlier in the show that have made a regional, those guys are still playing. You're right.
Are you heading out today to go to Gainesville?
Yeah, they play in the regional. Again, Florida today will play, what did we say, Ryder, I think.
Ryder, yeah.
Now, that being said, it's pouring down rain right now in Gainesville, I saw. So who knows if that'll be postponed. But this is, for me, my favorite time of the year. It's postseason baseball.
Yeah.
Where every game matters. It counts. You'll see the best players on the biggest stage. They all want to make it to Omaha. And so these next few weeks will be really exciting if you're a college baseball fan.
Jim, I want to ask you real quick before we get out of here. We're talking about these transfers. I want your opinion on this. If I'm a college coach now, I would still recruit the skilled players. You can see a great receiver come in and play early. A quarterback's kind of hard, but still you see it. But if I'm an offensive lineman, I think that position in football it's going to be the hardest position to get a scholarship in. Because of what you just said, you can't get a young kid in now and keep them 2 or 3 years to develop them, get them bigger, stronger, and learn the system, learn all the blocking schemes and all those
19 and 22 are big difference.
I'm going to go sign a kid that is in a portable, that's played a while, is already developed, already big, strong, and physical, ready to go.
I just think of my own experience as an 18-year-old coming into the University of Akron in 1974 at 18, and the difference I was at 21 as a senior. It's like night and day. Yeah. Not physically so much, but it's emotionally and just understanding how to play the game. Whatever your sport is, how do you play? How do you get the most out of what it is you have? It's like night and day. I mean, there's no comparison. And Jason Kowaleski, who hadn't been here a while, but he made this point weeks ago. It was a really good point. He said, they always had that rule against you can't have a kid, I'm talking about football, go from high school, go to play in the NFL because of the age difference. Well, guys, how is it any different than an 18-year-old, like your son, 19 years old, playing baseball? He's now playing against kids that are 24. How's that any, football-wise, how is that any different? Yeah. It may not be the NFL, but it's like Indiana had guys 24, 23 years old, half the roster.
Yeah. When Michigan won it, they were a very old team.
Michigan's the same way.
Yeah.
How is that any different?
Baseball,
it's the same
baseball's
thing.
the same way. If you look at Georgia, they just won the SEC tournament, right? Most folks think that honestly they're a powerhouse and might win it all this year. I think they have one freshman on the entire team, maybe two. It's nothing but transfer guys.
Right.
Yeah. And they're 23, they're 24 years old, and they're good.
Yeah.
And they're good, but again, they built their roster. They saw the handwriting on the wall Georgia did, their baseball team, in regards to transfer guys. Right. And it has worked out, and they might win it all.
I'll be honest, I don't staff meeting, we're all here right here. We're not going to sign any high school offensive linemen. We're going to get the big boys that we know that can do it, that are older, physical. They're ready to play now. We can't wait. We got to win.
It's you could argue it's more of a risk bringing in the 19-year-old high school when I've got guys I can get in the portal that have already played 3 years, and I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
They are a known commodity.
And they have ruined it. The transfer deal's ruined a lot of things.
It's tough. It really, and it's a moving part. And you'll see guys on rosters that have been 4 years. They've been to 4 different schools. Yeah. It is what it is.
Tell Coop we said, hey, thank you for coming in today.
Yes, sir.
Kyle, incredible next Friday.
Yes, sir.
Jim
As
Bob
always.
Tuesday.
Yep.
All right, James, you doing okay, big guy? You got a good weekend?
Yeah, I got a good weekend.
What time I'm coming over to eat? What time?
What time? I don't know.
Let me call you later.
Yeah, just give me a check.
We'll just show up. How does this show up? Because I know every time I call, hey,
we
we got to go out of town. Something happened. Emergency, I can't. We got to go. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, get out to all of our wonderful sponsors. Go have your great meal day. My roommate in college, Blaine Burnett's in town. His beautiful wife, Diane. We're going to go head out to the legendary J. Michael's restaurant for lunch to have a great time. Yes, sir, brother. I might get that big burger they got, too.
Ooh, they have an amazing burger.
Oh, my God.
They really do. J. Michael's, absolutely.
Yes, the seasoning they do. It's huge. It's huge.
Hey, get some of that pepper slaw they have. They have this coleslaw that is amazing.
You ever had their onion rings there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But that pepper slaw, it's I'm not a big coleslaw fan. You're like, coleslaw, good grief. It's amazing.
Yeah, everything there is amazing. The legendary J. Michael's restaurant. We are out. You guys have a wonderful weekend.
Sweet.
And go to Gulf Coast Jam. All of our winners have a great time. We're out, 104.3. Don't forget about the after party at Newbies, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
While other radio stations are playing national contests with winners in Timbuktu, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has